I'm uploading a video to Hythloday, extended video, and this is the summary version that includes something that isn't in there, which is, basically my annoyance with you, Hythloday, is this. I'm making a video. I didn't even go review it yet. You go, well, see, you didn't even review it. But if I did, it'd be true. I'm talking about science to this guy, Barklord, for example, and I'm saying the kinds of things that I think are cool, like we solved Zeno's paradox. And as far as I could see, you agree we solved Zeno's paradox. He didn't know that it has a finite value, this infinite sum, and we do. And I said it had to do with geometric series. I don't think you disagree with that. It's obviously a geometric series. You seem to disagree that induction played a role. But even then, you're not going to disagree. I don't think that there's an inductive argument to be made here, right? I go into it in the other video, but basically you have one case where you break the road in half and add the two halves together, and you get one there. And you can produce a second case that you prove will also, that the halves split in half will produce a half, those two halves. And then you have induction that says no matter how many times you split it up, it'll add up to one. That's where, like, a definition. You think, no, it's not induction that we use a definition. Is that a huge difference in the subject matter of science is cool because I can remember hearing Zeno's paradox as a kid and commonsensically go, oh yeah, there's a problem there, and then I can remember learning about geometric sums and go, oh, that's the solution. Is that a problem? Is this not cool that we learned this? Do you disagree we learned the solution? Aren't you just saying, oh yeah? Shouldn't you really be saying something like, yeah, it is cool and we did learn the solution, but it's not induction, it's definition, or whatever you want to say? You're talking like the point of my video was to make me look smart. I think it's pretty obvious I don't spend time making myself look smart. I spend time trying to say why I don't want science to be criticized in a particular way, and I give my understanding of science and interesting science and mathematical elements that I think are cool, things that link science and math, things that we can get metaphors back, like calculus. And here I am promoting calculus, and you're a mathematician. I'm basically, as a philosopher, promoting calculus, promoting that we can solve some of these puzzles. They're not real paradoxes, Zeno's paradoxes. And you're going to argue with me. No, it's... Do you realize then that I'm making this point, that you're arguing with it? You make it a bit ambiguous about, do you disagree? Is it cool that we solve Zeno's paradox? Is calculus cool that the area under the curve is the most important thing, really, that we call it area? And never... I go into that in the other video, but... What's annoying is that I'm making a point about science and you go off on this tangent like that's the issue. Like I just did a long video about mathematics entitled "Why Piero is So Smart About Mathematics." Oh, and you proved I wasn't. But really my video was about discoveries of math and science and how they don't necessarily lead to the terrible applications that you get of technology or the cultural costs that you get in consumerist society, which is obviously exacerbated with technology that people don't understand. So I'm making that's what my video was about. And you go, oh, I beg to differ. Induction is not involved. Well, it is involved. And you're going to make this more and more esoteric about, oh, but it doesn't yield the number, and I've got to vindicate myself after misstatements. Well, I don't have to vindicate myself. You go vindicate yourself. I'm not going to spend a lot of effort on this unless you follow some sort of structure, like relating things to the topic of the video. Okay. If you want to go off on a tangent, that's fine, but then again, you choose, again, I go in the other video, into the fact that you just choose the weirdest things. Induction is how we deal with infinity. In general, philosophical induction in general, and in mathematics, you use induction to deal with infinite cases and get a hold on them. But the annoying part is just because you make this whole other subject, and you're ignoring the real subject. I'm emphasizing how it's easy to remember being wrong, and science can help you remember the kinds of mistakes you've made. And you're saying that I'm the kind of person that's always proven I'm never wrong. No. You just wish you could be one of the things that prove me wrong, and so you try too hard and fail at it. You should just discuss these issues. You could just say, well, I too like science and want to defend it, but I think you've misspoken about induction. But you don't do that, and it's never going to happen because just the way you go about it. And you're going to go, well, I was told to assume it. Well, maybe they just haven't made you crack into why they told you to assume it.